Hey folks, Kayak DIY here. Shout out to Roy Flores over in Miami for collaborating on this video and helping make it possible.
Hey guys, my name is Roy. I'm bringing you this video with the help of Kayak DIY. The purpose of this video is to show you a couple different mounting options you have with a Hobie compass or compass duo. As you can see behind me, I have a compass duo. Primarily the two best mounting options for this particular kayak will be either the fin adapter that goes where the Mirage stripe goes, or the PowerPole bracket that mounts to the rear of the kayak, and I'll show you that in a little bit later. These are both drill-less options, no holes required, and let's go ahead and start with the PowerPole version of it, okay? So give me 1 second, I'm gonna show that to you right now. All right, as you can see here, we have our PowerPole version with your PowerPole adapter plate. And this is the other option that I was talking about. And this is the fin adapter that drops right into the Mirage stripe well. That one will also come with a different shroud. I've already installed it on the Bixpy. As you can see, this one's very circular. And this one here, it's got a very narrow cut, so it slides into the Mirage stripe well. Now, this is the optional weed guard that I've added. Not to worry, it will still slide in even though it is circular, because it is very flexible. It'll squeeze in like that and it'll drop right in. So let's go ahead and take this one and mount it onto the Hobie compass. So the Hobie compass does not come like this from the factory. This is an optional plate that you can purchase from Hobie to accept a PowerPole micro onto it, and thus this bracket will drop right in here. Okay, these are quarter 20s that I bought from a local hardware store. All I did was basically install them from the bottom going up, and they will not pull out. Okay, they are kind of wobble a little bit. They won't pull out, but once you tighten these supplied thumb screws, or knurling knobs I think is what Bixpy calls them, they will go ahead and tighten down, cinch down, and it won't move at all. So it's very easy. All you do is just drop it like so into place. All right, that's in. Get these knobs, get them going. Guys, and I do apologize, it's like 100 degrees outside. I'm filming from South Florida. I'm sweating up a storm. All right, basically run your cable in this cord. You could either feed it through here if you like, even through here as well. For the purpose of the demonstration, I'm just going to go ahead and run it this way. And this is just a Yak Attack attachment I have here. I like to just wrap it up, and that'll keep it in place. All right, guys. The other thing you can do, you have the option of mounting your battery in multiple places. If you don't have a crate, you can put it right here. If you are carrying some gear back here, the battery actually tucks up really nicely under here. I'll show you how that goes. Drops in with no issue. You could probably even use the bungee of the seat to kind of hold it in place even better. All right. And then obviously, your connection would connect right back over here to the battery. And another nice option, that this one comes with is if you needed to, you know, beach the kayak, or if you're going to run into shallow water, if for whatever reason you do bump into something, this actual attachment, the shaft will actually kick out just like so. All right, which is a great feature. And if you needed to do it manually, it's as simple as just going from the cockpit and you pulling up. All right, so benefits of having this mounted back here. I want to say that, especially on a, not necessarily on a duo or a tandem kayak, but on a single kayak, this will assist you in your pedaling. So you're not using the Bixpy the whole time, or relying on the Bixpy 100%. You're still going to be pedaling, which will conserve some battery life, plus you'll probably gain some more speed that way. On the tandem, again, even if you had the fin adapter, if you have a second person with you, they're kicking, they're assisting with, you know, they're assisting the Bixpy, then you're also saving battery life. Hell, you could even get 2 Bixpys on here if you wanted to, or 3. You got 2 Mirage wells where you could drop it in, and this one in the back. I think that might be overkill, but it'd be pretty fun to just to test it out and see what it could do. Reverse is not an issue. This little clip right here will hold it into place. It won't necessarily want to kick out on you, which is a great feature. All right, guys, so probably one of the negatives I would say is it's probably going to be a little bit harder to steer with it mounted in the back, since the water's not necessarily pushing up on the rudder as well as if you had it in the Mirage drive well. Another negative would be is if you had to clean the grill because you got weeds or something like that, it's going to be a little harder to get back there and clean it out. However, I really do favor this this idea. That's just my personal take. So next video, I'm going to show you how to install it in the Mirage drive well. All right, guys, so I went ahead and swapped the Bixpy out from the PowerPole adapter plate onto the fin adapter Mirage drive well attachment, and we're going to go ahead and grab it, pass it on over here. I have lifted the nose of the kayak for this demonstration, so the Bixpy Jet will fit. And this is where that narrow shroud comes into play. If you didn't have that narrow shroud, you weren't going to be able to pass this through. Okay, drops right into place. Now on the compass, you have a couple different places where you can put your battery. You could put your battery up here underneath the cargo net, which fits nicely. It's got little ridges over here, will keep the battery from sliding out. Plus you got the pressure of the cargo net holding it down in place. Probably one of the only negatives would be the fact that you know, you get some water over the bow. This is going to be exposed to a lot of water splashing, especially if you're in salt water. You know, it might be best maybe to put it somewhere else. Another good alternative would be, and this is of course if you have it mounted in the front, another good alternative would be just to mount it on the underneath the seat, and you do have a scupper hole here where water will drain out and you won't have this puddling up in here, potentially soaking the battery. Unlike the rear seat, so you can see the rear seat in the Compass Duo, there is no scupper hole, so this is susceptible to puddling, to getting a puddle of water. I'm gonna go here and show you how this looks. Sorry guys, the the lawn back here has been cut, so, but as you can see, it does extend a good amount from underneath the hull. Now, some of the pros would be that it's fairly simple to install. You can take it in and take it out. If you needed to, you know, for example, clean some of the weeds that may collect here, if anything. Again, this is the optional weed guard, so, you know, it isn't as prone to it. But if you did have some weeds, it's very simple to just go ahead and pop this out and clean it up. Unlike if you had it mounted back there, it's a little bit harder. one of the things to keep in mind would be that, you know, again, this does protrude a good amount underneath the kayak. Might not be the best for shallow water fishing, or, you know, a place with a lot of structure. You know, if you're in a freshwater lake, obviously something like that, you know, some stumps, some logs, saltwater, you know, oyster bars, things like that. But it is a great mounting option. And, you know, I have a 7-year-old who's a little bit of a lazy pedaler, doesn't like to pedal, and it actually would be nice just to mount that up here where he would be, and I could be back here with the pedals assisting the Bixpy, or in other words, the Bixpy assisting me. In this next clip, I'm actually going to show you some on the water footage on how these two different mounting options perform. Got my tether, my leash. As you can see it back here, it's kind of tilted up right now. I'm going to release some of the line. It has not clipped into the little clip right there yet, just yet, but let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, almost got soaked by the fountain. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so it looks like by number 8, it'll kind of just clip right in. Mirage tries making might need a little bit of maintenance, squeaking a little bit, but we're moving. All right, let's try reverse. Let's see if this kicks up. That's number 1, 2, 3, and she's holding strong. And 3 is basically your max. All right, guys, so here we go. Drop it into the Mirage well. Let's go with speed 1. And we're moving. Speed 2. Three, 4, 5, 6. It's trying to move now. 7. Now let's take all the way to 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it, we're maxed out.
Wow.
We're moving. Steering is very responsive. Starts turning right away. I'm gonna drop it down to lower speed, see if I can get you some footage from the water. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Hey folks, Kayak DIY here. Shout out to Roy Flores over in Miami for collaborating on this video and helping make it possible.